All right, episode 16 here.
Woo!
Yeah.
Who knew?
Who knew?
We
Finally,
have not been canceled yet.
despite our best efforts.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I'm Eddie,
Bobby.
and finally,
Joe Thornton.
finally back at popular demand. Everybody was saying, "Where's that guy with the beard? Where's the guy that says?" Smash that like button. He's
right.
back.
I'm back.
Greg Wortman
In the
is
saddle
back
again.
That's right. So he's our first return panelist. Hopefully he doesn't ruin his reputation this time.
I don't want to get canceled.
Yeah. Hopefully he doesn't get canceled. We gotta kick him off the show. Although, really, nothing he could say is worse than anything I'd say. So.
True.
So, yeah, we got an interesting matchup this week.
Okay, I'm ready.
What?
I'm ready. I want to know.
Okay.
I'm in the dark.
Well,
He
first-
doesn't know.
I
It's
don't know.
A surprise.
But first, before we get into that, we got to explain how the whole band fight works. We take each band's top 5 on Spotify. We match up song 1 versus song 1, song 2 versus song 2, and so on for 5 songs. Our panelist will then pick the best song in each matchup to determine the point. The first band to amass 3 points will be declared the winner and move on in the tournament. We will provide links to the songs in the description of the YouTube video. We have also set up Spotify playlists so you can play along at home. Simply search for Idiot on Spotify. Click the profile and then access the playlist for the episode you are listening to. You can then switch back and forth seamlessly between the two programs, and you will be listening to the exact same versions that we did when we made our decisions. Don't forget, visit www.bandfights.com for past matchups and other bracket information. So this week's matchup, I don't know, this could be another cancellation. This could be another Metallica situation.
There's no way.
Because we've got just a monster of rock. It's Black Sabbath versus I, Mother Earth.
Yes.
And, I mean, everybody knows Black Sabbath. I don't have to explain what Black Sabbath's all about. I mean, they are probably the classic metal band of metal bands. Like, they're just... And not only that, they're universally loved. Like, there's nobody in the world that says, yeah, I don't like Black Sabbath. Yeah, I don't like Black Sabbath. Like, I can see people, there are people that, you know, don't like the Beatles for whatever reason, or don't like the Rolling Stones. There's no human being on planet Earth that doesn't like Black Sabbath.
Yeah, I don't think so. And think of all of the bands who have been influenced by them, right? All of those.
yeah, but with that being said, they've had a large number of vocalists.
Yeah.
Powerhouse vocalists.
Yeah, but when you're looking at a Spotify top 5, you know it's going to be 5 Ozzy songs.
I don't know.
Yeah, nobody thinks Black
Come on,
Sabbath and thinks
if
not
a
Ozzy.
Sammy Hagar song could sneak into the top 5 of Van Halen,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, I mean, the only song that really had would have a chance is Heaven and Hell with
Right,
Dio.
and I was going to say that. But the thing is, I've never been a huge Black Sabbath fan. I've kind of accepted them and kind of, I don't want to say put up with them, but it's not like I'm a diehard Black Sabbath fan. So, but with that being said, with I, Mother Earth, there's some songs there that
that have good songs.
You know what?
They do.
Kick ass.
I Mother Earth, and if you're watching this and you're not from Canada, which hopefully you're not, because you're in lockdown right now if you're watching this.
Yeah.
If you're somewhere in the free world like the United States, I mean, I don't know.
Then you're probably at an event and
you're probably
you're
probably too busy to watch, YouTube. But I, Mother Earth is a great band. They're a Canadian band. They're from Toronto, but I don't know how much of a profile they'd have in the States. Obviously, the border states that have a profile. Just there's some bleed over from Canada there. I know, bands that are huge in Canada, they have a profile in like Detroit and Buffalo and Seattle and
states,
border towns, right? So, but yeah, they're a great band. So if you've never heard of I Mother Earth, then you're watching this and you're going, they got no chance against Black Sabbath. You may be right, but they've got some great songs. So make sure you go into Spotify, search up Idiot, and check out some of their songs because they're really good. They're a really good band. Their heyday was the mid '90s.
Yep. And with two singers too. So
yeah, but
Edwin, and then they had Brian Byrne as a singer, and they were actually pretty successed with him. Edwin, of course, has returned.
Edwin, they did their best stuff with. Like Edwin,
for sure.
The Edwin stuff. They had Edwin for the first two albums, and those two albums are. I mean, I own Scenery and Fish. Scenery and Fish is great, and Diggs also Diggs different than Scenery and Fish is a little more poppy.
Yep.
Dig is like a metal album. It's great. It's really good. So, without further ado, let's. You guys got any? Wortman, you got any thoughts about this?
Well, so I'd always been wondering who's going to be up against Black Sabbath. Black Sabbath's probably one of my favorite bands. I like I Mother Earth. We'll go through in the process, and I guess we'll see what BR comes up with. But it's going to be tough for them. It's going to be tough for I Mother Earth to knock off the Giants.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
And a lot of those Black Sabbath songs are tired, though, man. They're tired.
No, they're not.
No,
they're not.
No, I'm sorry, you're wrong. They're amazing, but we'll get into it because there are some I Mother Earth. There's a few Black Sabbath songs they might be able to pick off, but
yeah.
It all comes down to the top 5, right?
Yeah,
so
right.
You never know.
So, all right. So starting it off, we got for Black Sabbath, Paranoid, and for I Mother Earth, One More Astronaut, another great song. So this is
a good matchup.
Yeah, this is a good matchup.
This is a good song. Both good songs.
Yep. Well, this one was a tough one.
This is so close I had to take off my sunglasses.
Yeah.
I gotta focus here.
Woo! All right, so Wortman, go ahead.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, I want you to go first.
Oh boy. Okay, so when I saw these two songs mashed up, I started to sweat a little bit because, as I said, Black Sabbath is probably my favorite band. However, I saw One More Astronaut and I realized, man, that is a strong song. I've always liked I Mother Earth. I think I saw them live in the good old Fort Erie, so that's a +2. I think I'm going to vote for One More Astronaut. Listening through it that time, I enjoyed it. I was singing along. If there was one Black Sabbath song that I could pick on and I would say overplayed or too much, it would be Paranoid. I can't say a bad thing about that song. But I think this might be my only vote for this, so I'm gonna give I Mother Earth my vote on this one. Let's see where the cards lie after this.
Bobby?
Wow.
Yeah, I want to be the kingmaker on this one.
All right. So I think for me, Paranoid is probably the song that I have put up with the most for Black Sabbath.
Well, I mean, for just to let everybody know, we used to cover Paranoid every single show.
Every show.
Like,
so yeah, needless to say,
I
still don't know the words. I still screw up each and every verse, and I invert them and whatever.
But it doesn't matter. People don't care.
But
I mean, and in fairness to you, you did that with every single song.
Oh yeah, I know. Well, I'm consistent.
Yeah, you're consistent.
Consistently inconsistent.
Bad.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But yeah, for this one, I mean, with I Mother Earth, that song is probably one of their strongest songs. That's probably why it's number 1. And just just their playing on it is just off the chart for me. One More Astronaut gets my vote.
Wow, we are gonna get canceled.
Yeah.
Well,
no, it's just the first song.
My vote doesn't matter, but See, this is a tough one for me because One More Astronaut's a great song, and everything the both of you have said is completely valid. Like, it's a great song, but Paranoid is a really different Black Sabbath song. Like, it's like when you think about Black Sabbath, you're thinking about a lot of changes. Like, almost every great Black Sabbath song has a real, like, not just a riff change, but like a pace change.
Yeah.
Like, it either slows down or it speeds up. Like, there's always a distinct bridge. Paranoid's just a straightforward rock song. There's no real change to it. I mean, if you know the story of how they wrote it, it was the label came to them and said, we need one more song for the album, and they wrote it in like half an hour or something, and just threw it together, threw it on the album just to complete it and go back to doing drugs or whatever they were doing at the time. Biting the heads off bats.
No, that was later.
That was later. So yeah. So I think in this case I'm gonna vote for Paranoid, even though it doesn't matter. So yeah, I'm Mother Earth. The start of an upset, perhaps another Metallica situation. No, I can't see Black Sabbath having their weak. Even if Black Sabbath's another band that doesn't have weak songs. So we're gonna see if I Mother Earth can somehow maintain this kind of pace. So I Mother Earth up early and surprisingly. So we move on to song 2. Song 2 is going to be Iron Man off of Iron Mother Earth's first album, Rain Will Fall, which is another
good song.
Another really good song. So,
wow.
Yeah, let's have a listen. Black Sabbath down 1-0. Can they make a comeback? This is a tough matchup. So, those are two really good songs. Bobby, take the lead on this one.
Well, I'll be honest with you. When I first saw Rain Will Fall, the title from I Mother Earth, I never had any clue, zero clue on what he was saying in the chorus. I just thought it was, hey, oh, or something. Anyway, so pleasantly surprised that I knew the song. I just never knew what he said.
No wonder he screwed up the lyrics all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But anywho, I will give Black Sabbath one thing.
Just one.
They've provided material, and this is no knock on Black Sabbath, but they've provided some solid songs for people that are starting out in music. Iron Man and Paranoid are probably the two songs they gravitate towards. Like, just straightforward hitters. I mean, not overly complex, but you don't need to be. Well, I mean, look at Kiss, right? And
as a bass player, Black Sabbath songs are like the most fun to play.
Right, and it's no knock on them. It's just they're like straightforward, classic rockers, nice, pretty, straightforward and easy to play.
Yep.
But in this case, I mean, I just love that I Mother Earth song. So, and now that I know that he says Rain Will Fall, it's got my vote.
Wow. Black Sabbath in some trouble. Wirtz, I want to be the kingmaker.
You want to be the kingmaker?
No.
Well,
I tried last time and I didn't get a chance.
We'll see where we go with this. So Rain Will Fall, very good song. What kind of rain is it? I wonder. Like it's past the 80s, right? So it's not acid rain. Is it out of that? I'm not sure, but
I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
Some kind of rain there. But Iron Man, classic. So the Iron Man, the way it starts off with that is awesome.
Yeah, with that little like dive bomb.
Yeah, right. And you get
not a complete dive bomb, but just that.
Yeah, and then Ozzy with his little robotic voice there. The beginning of that song is it's great. It's driving. It's kind of it's not my favorite part of the song. The middle part when it picks up into the solo, and then I just love the ending. I'm going with Iron Man. So you are the kingmaker.
Woo, I get to be the kingmaker. Are we gonna get canceled again? Like, am I gonna kill Black Sabbath right off the hop? I'm going to, because Rain Will Fall, Iron, like you guys were saying for Paranoid on the first song, like if there's a song that's tired for me it's Iron Man.
Yeah.
Iron Man's my tired Black Sabbath song where I'm
You
just
guys said no Black Sabbath's not
no,
tired.
no, it takes.
We did say that.
We did say
You
that.
said,
We did say that.
maybe I got into your head by saying that.
No,
this is interesting.
You're a mind virus.
It takes a special song to take down those two songs. Like let's be honest. It's not. It like this is not a knock against Black Sabbath. This is an elevation of those two I Mother Earth songs. Like they're really, really good songs. And I mean, Black Sabbath, their catalog's so deep. Like I mean, if I was picking a top 5, I wouldn't have Iron Man or Paranoid in there. Like I would pick like just off the wall stuff because that's the stuff I love. But yeah, Rain Will Fall is such a good song, and it's so like dynamic, like instrumentally, like just the amount of shit they do while they're playing. It's awesome. Edwin's voice is so great in that too. It's like real low during the verse and then real high during the chorus. It's Rain Will Fall for me. So I Am Mother Earth up 2-zip.
No problem. It's time for a comeback.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe we
Black Sabbath.
We killed Metallica on an earlier episode.
Yeah.
Maybe we knock off Black Sabbath and we just have no credibility.
No, like the children of the grave, they will rise.
Maybe that's foreshadowing. Who knows? But all right, song 3, we got War Pigs for Black Sabbath.
Don't even play it. And it's done.
My personal favorite I Mother Earth song.
Oh no!
No, Levitate is a great song. So this could be interesting. All right, let's get into this third song. Well, Black Sabbath on the brink of elimination here. I got to be Kingmaker last time, so I'm going to take lead off this time because I don't want to be the asshole. I was the asshole that stuck the fork in Metallica. I'm not doing that to Black Sabbath. So I'm going to go first. Like I said, Levitate's my favorite I Mother Earth song. But even though that's my favorite I Mother Earth song, it is not even in the ballpark of War Pigs. War Pigs is so great. It's overplayed, but who gives a shit? It's so good. Like you were saying when we were talking off camera, the imagery of the lyrics of that song and how political it is, and it's so great. And the verses are so cutting. Yeah, it's War Pigs all day for me. Bobby?
Well, I tell you, War Pigs has never done anything for me.
Really?
Like, I don't know. I'm more of a simpleton. I don't go that deep into music.
We're all laughing because the cameraman Ed just put War Pigs up 10,000 votes to 0.
Yes.
But
well, if that's the case, I'm going to Levitate one of my votes.
Wow.
Because, I mean, that's just a kick-ass song.
Levitate's a great song. Like, yeah, it's
like I was just kind of putting up with War Pigs a bit, and it was just like, okay, it's over.
You're so wrong, but
no, and I know, I mean, I know. You know, you can't deny how many people love Black Sabbath. I don't know.
It's not just Black Sabbath though. That song in particular is.
Yeah, it's.
You're so.
I'm not seeing it.
You're so wrong.
Maybe in about 20 more years I'll see it.
Oh man, in 20 more years you'll be like 110.
Yeah, I know, and I won't be able to hear.
All right, Wortman, is Black Sabbath going home?
No.
Okay.
And that so War Pigs is like heavy metal Stairway to Heaven. Like that is just the greatest
that's a good
song.
Yeah, that is. You just want to grab another bearded guy and just slow dance while Ozzy's talking
That's
about
right. It's like
Satan.
exactly.
laughing.
There's a couple of lines in there that are just the greatest. Satan laughing spreads his wings, and just talking about the war pigs and
just like politicians
sending people to war. It's just awesome. And then I love how it builds, and then it slows down to nothing, quiet, and then builds back up again to just a great solo at the end there. So it's like one of my favorite songs. So yeah, War Pigs.
All right, Black Sabbath still alive, but still down 2-1. So let's see if somehow, this will be the first time we've ever had like a 2-0 lead. If Black Sabbath can somehow reel off 3 straight. So, this is a good one too. So for song 4, we got Children of the Grave for Black Sabbath. And Used to Be Alright from Scenery and Fish again. That's a great song too. Used to Be Alright. So yeah.
Let's see how she goes.
She goes. Sabbath still on the brink, but Children of the Grave versus Used to Be Alright.
Clawing their way out of the grave.
Yeah, clawing their way out of the grave. Bobby, what are you going with?
Well, you know what? Children of the Grave. Now that we're done with Sabbath's,
they're popular stuff.
Yeah, that overplayed, what I call tired stuff. Now we're getting into the good Black Sabbath. I mean, Children of the Grave, that is what we're talking about. Even right down to the guitar solo near the end, the vocals spot on, just the drums, like I know, drums, vocals, yes, awesome, all the playing.
The manager was amazing.
I know.
The guy who supplied the cocaine, he was in there too.
So what I'm saying is, that's what we're getting at.
Yeah.
Now, that's what I want to hear. I Mother Earth Used to Be Alright, and I would think that would be their top song, to be honest with you. It's never done me. I mean, it's okay. It's a great tune.
Yep.
But when you come across Children of the Grave, you better get the heck out of here.
Yeah.
Black Sabbath for me.
All right, I'll go next because, it's like you were saying, it's I Mother Earth and Black Sabbath. It's like in verse. Black Sabbath is getting stronger. Mm-hmm. I Mother Earth is, the top of their top 5 is really like amazing. Used to Be Alright. I haven't, obviously I've heard that song a million times, but when you sit down and you listen to it, it's a really good song. But Children of the Grave is just, it's next level. It's so, the drum beat, like just the way Bill Ward's hitting those toms. It's kind of like a syncopated off time, and it's so catchy. And Ozzy's voice, and then at the very end when Ozzy's like, Children of the Grave. It's like, that's the icing on the cake right there. That salts it away. So, Werman.
Yeah. Well, we'll make it a sweep. This is a no contest. Used to Be Alright. Started out like I was like, whoa, where's this one going? It starts out kind of like, it actually turned into a pretty good song by the end. There is all right, and we were commenting about this is actually a pretty good band. But Children of the Grave, that's. We talked about, so obviously everybody knows that Black Sabbath is like the fathers of metal, and then you were mentioning how the changes in their song, and I mean, maybe are they the grandfathers of prog rock? I don't know, maybe that's far. This song's almost like a classic, like doom metal, like just this dark atmosphere kind of song, and
it really is.
How many genres have these guys spawned?
It really
amazing.
Is.
So
it's almost like you got to have like no lights and candlelight when
exactly.
you're listening to that song. And like drinking the blood of a rat or something.
Maybe, but that was the 80s. We're still, I think we're still
or a bat. A rat or a bat.
So it's a 3-0 sweep for me.
All right, well, Black Sabbath back from the brink, and they've tied it up. This is Could this be the big comeback, the first ever, down 2-0 comeback?
If anybody would do it,
It's Black
be these
Sabbath.
guys.
Yeah. So for the rubber match, the OT final, Black Sabbath, NIB, and For I Mother Earth, Another Sunday, which, if I was picking, I actually kind of surprised that's not higher in their list.
Yeah.
Because that's a good song too. So, well, let's take a listen. All right, this is it. Is Black Sabbath going to survive
Game
the
7.
challenge of I Mother Earth?
Well, Game 5, but Game 7.
Or are they going to go home? Is I Mother Earth going to somehow advance? Like, I Mother Earth has put up an incredible fight. You would, if you looked at this on paper, you'd think I Mother Earth is going to get stomped 5-0, 4-1. But they've made it to OT against Black Sabbath. I'll take the lead on this. For me, it's NIB. NIB is my favorite Sabbath song. It's so, like, the bass, Geezer's bass is so central to this song. Right from the intro solo to just the way it leads the verses. I love NIB so much, and I can never, ever, unless it's up against Burn in Hell, it's probably going to get my vote every time. When it goes up against Burn in Hell, yeah, that's going to be a different story, but NIB for me.
Right
Bobby?
on. Well, you know, it's funny. I Mother Earth's fourth and fifth song are probably my least favorite of the bunch.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's like an inverse thing. Like, Sabbath got stronger,
Yeah.
and I Mother Earth got weaker.
And
It shows you the depths of the two.
yeah,
bands.
it shows you the depth of Black Sabbath. Like,
Exactly.
the deeper you get into Black Sabbath, the more it's like, these are...
Still a good song. Still a
Yeah.
good song. Still, yeah.
No, this is a better song. This is a better song. Why is this not getting played ahead of Paranoid?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. And NIB gets my vote. I mean, it's a classic. I mean, that is a heavy hitter.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
when you go against Another Sunday, I like it. It's a good tune, but it's just not.
Yeah.
It doesn't stick with me.
It's not punchy, right? It's
Yeah.
it's kind of a softer song. I mean, I Mother Earth's a dynamic band, and that's a great song. It was a hit for them, but NIB that's an all-timer. It's an all-timer, so no disrespect to I Mother Earth. I mean,
Yes.
the fact that they could get to OT against Black Sabbath, they should all. Jag Tana should tap himself on the shoulder and go.
We might get canceled for that alone.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
There's,
maybe.
Well, I know when we had Van Halen versus Finger 11, and I think Finger 11's a stronger band than I Mother Earth, and they took Van Halen to the limit, and we got a lot of blowback from that one saying, how can that be even close? But you know what? When you're matching up song versus song,
That's right.
sometimes it's not the way it looks on paper. So go ahead.
Well, I'm glad my vote is a formality, and I'm glad we got to this point where Black Sabbath is moving on. But yes, NIB, great song, great opening bass line. Since when it's not often you hear a song, even the heavy part of a song driven by a bass line. It's usually like a guitar riff is actually like a strong bass riff to kind of throughout that song. So that was cool. Yeah. Nothing much to be said, I guess.
Bassist Geezer Butler.
Yep.
He wrote the lyrics of the song. Said that the song was about the devil falling in love and totally changing, becoming a good person.
Wow.
Who knew? We are good people.
Yeah.
And that's why Black Sabbath goes on.
Wicked.
Black
Yeah.
Sabbath gets a bad rap for that dark imagery, but
Yeah.
there's definitely like other kind of positive spiritual stuff in there too. And
Absolutely.
they kind of toy with it. Yeah.
Absolutely. They
Like I know there was all this, Satanists, but it's not really like that. It's an exploration of
No.
those two kind of dualities.
and that's what art should be, right?
Yeah.
you're taking, you get an idea in your head and you explore it.
And you know what? They're probably, or even Geezer in this case, is probably up there. You know, people are thinking it's one thing, and he's like, no, it was actually, I was writing it about.
Yeah, the other thing. Yeah, and there's a. Yeah, so it's yeah. So Black Sabbath, they're an all-timer, and they move on. I Mother Earth should be very proud that they could even compete with Black Sabbath. Like,
They stood in there. They took some shots.
yeah, I Mother Earth. If they had an easier matchup, maybe they're moving on in this tournament. But again, another Canadian band from that era. They go up against one of the all-timers. They're fighting against Muhammad Ali.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah, they did that. Black Sabbath definitely played the rope-a-dope there.
Oh, for sure.
They were just hanging back. Came in with some uppercuts
I know Paranoid and Iron Man both lost against I Mother Earth songs, but you put those songs up against, like, that was just a matchup thing.
Yeah.
Like, those two I Mother Earth songs were really good, but Black Sabbath song, the next round they could win 5-0, depending on who they're up against.
Yep.
So, all right, Black Sabbath moving on in the tournament. So, yeah.
Do I get to say my line live?
No, I like using the recording. The recording's a bad. I think the part I like about that recording is B-Mac's laughter in the background. I like B-Mac's laugh is just the best. So yeah, don't forget to
smash that like button.
Share, subscribe. Leave us a comment. Like, listen. Take the time to listen to the I Mother Earth songs. I mean, especially if you're not familiar with them. They're really, really good. They're a great band. Give them some support on Spotify. Give them their 0.3 cents for every stream or whatever they get.
Yep.
And check us out next week when our matchup is this is a really interesting matchup for me. We got one of the formative, like, classic rock, like, all-timer rock bands. We got Mountain facing grunge metal, or grunge rock gods, Stone Temple Pilots. So this is on paper, you think Stone Temple Pilots is going to run away with this, but this might be a close matchup because Mountain is really good. I've had a chance to dive into their back catalog. They're a good band. So check us out next week when Mountain takes on STP on Band Fights.